We've managed to get our hands on a pre-production model of the latest offering from Fujifilm, the X-M1. Best thought of as an X-E1 mini, the X-M1 uses the same sensor and mount as its larger sibling, but in a body closer to the size of the smaller X100S. Announced alongside the camera are two new lenses, the 16-50 f3.5 to 5.6 X-C series lens and the 27mm 2.8 Pancake XF lens. The X-M1's expected recommended retail price when kitted with the 16-50 3.5 to 5.6 lens is $1,049, which makes it more accessible to those wanting to get into the X system. The first thing that stands out when using this camera is the lack of viewfinder. Fuji has instead opted for an articulating screen, which some may find an issue with, especially with daylight shooting, but at the same time offers some unique opportunities for high and low angle shooting. Along with the rest of the camera, the grip of the body is comparatively small. However, the lighter weight and smaller width results in less leverage, which helps keep the camera relatively easy to hold and operate with one hand. The X-M1 uses the thumb and forefinger dial system similar to a DSLR to adjust aperture and shutter speed. In our use, we found the thumb wheel a bit awkward to manipulate, especially with one hand. The extremely useful Q menu, one of the great features of the X series cameras, that allows for a quick adjustment from settings from ISO to white balance to film simulation modes, is still existent in this camera. A few other quirky things we noticed was that the camera has an off-center tripod mount, which makes panoramic photography more difficult, and a lack of a screw-in shutter release thread. This pre-production model was using a beta version of the firmware. However, we found the autofocus to be very snappy in bright to medium lit environments and acceptable in dim. It seems Fuji have made a slight push towards video, firstly with the addition of focus peaking, but also in-video autofocus. At the time of testing, the in-video autofocus was not functioning correctly, which we expect to be fixed with the final production models. The camera does not have a microphone input, however. The new 16-50 kit lens is the first in the new XC series. This series of lenses are polycarbonate as opposed to the metal build of the XF lenses and are constructed in China. The new 27mm f2.8 Pancake is quite an exciting lens. It maintains the XF badge with an all-metal build, however it is also produced in China, as opposed to Japan, where Fuji's other lenses are produced. When mounted on the X-M1, the camera feels very similar to an X100S in size, to the point where we nicknamed it the interchangeable lens X100S. Overall, we think the Fujifilm X-M1 is an exciting new camera for those on a budget, or after a more compact camera with an excellent image quality. We're looking forward to using the production model to have a more critical look. If you have any questions, let us know in the comments or on our Camera Pro Facebook page.